important. And what's the call to action? The topic is how the genome is like computer software. And a good way to introduce you to the topic is to tell you the story of how insulin is made today to treat diabetes. A book on the topic I'd refer to you is Siddhartha Mukherjee's The Gene, An Intimate Portrait. This story, this book, will tell you how insulin is made to treat diabetes. The point is, I want to get across to you, chemists have tried to make insulin in a laboratory, and they can't. So how do they make it? And you should have been taught this in high school. The kids need to be taught this today, and they're not being taught it, so that's one of the call to actions. Insulin is a complex molecule, but what chemists have learned to do, they've learned to make any DNA molecule in a laboratory artificially that they want to. So a DNA molecule has base pairs, A, C, T, and G, and they're read 3 letters at a time. It's called a codon, and each of those 3 letters corresponds to one of 26 amino acids. Okay, so what happens? Chemists can make artificially in a laboratory the gene for insulin. It has a file header, it has an end of file mark, and between those two are the codons, the code for the right amino acids that when they're brought together make insulin. And so the cells have these wonderful little machines called ribosomes, and ribosomes read the molecule of DNA or mRNA, and they pull together the right amino acids that makes the molecule insulin. And you see, part of the process, chemists learn that if you drop this artificial molecule, this gene for insulin, in a petri dish full of bacteria, bacteria will absorb the code. And like little computers, they'll run the code. So bacteria that have never made insulin in the history of the universe are now making insulin to help treat diabetes. Now, you should have been taught that. You should have been taught that in high school, but Big Pharma sort of kept it from you. So what's the call to action? What's so important? There's 2 reasons. I mean, my gosh, just ask yourself the question, if it takes human minds to write the software for artificial intelligence, well, who wrote the software for the human minds? Shouldn't we open up this question to our young people? So let's have a display, a call to action, a display at the Provincial Museum of Alberta telling the story how insulin is made today to treat diabetes. Thanks a lot.